Hey, what's up, guys? It's Will with Exposing the IWC, and today we're talking about Japan. Just the country of Japan, everything Japan, the language, the customs, the food. That's it. We're not talking anything WWE, just Japan. No, I want to talk about the cities. No, I'm kidding. Okay, we're talking about the WWE's relationship with Japan and what the hell is going on. Because I feel like there's some things that are heating up now. There's some leaves on the branch that are growing. And things may be coming a bit clear or not. We'll find out today in this stream, because I'm kind of like wondering what the hell's going on myself. But we're going to be talking about what's going on with NOAH, Giulia with NXT. Apparently, they're going to be visiting Japan later on this year. All that fun jazz. That's what we're going to talk about today. And do the WWE have a plan? And can we kind of make out what the hell that plan is? That's kind of what we're going to be doing in this stream. If you're watching this on replay, do me a favor and hit the like button and leave a comment. I appreciate that. So yeah. So today, what happened? Today, NOAH, this is a Japanese promotion. They announced that their current, well, not current anymore, but at the time, their vice president is now the president of NOAH. And he said a couple things during this press conference. We have the great Muta is now a mentor. Or not mentor. Well, it kind of is a mentor, yeah. He's not a mentor, but actually a scout. He's gonna be scouting for NOAH. So good for him. Congrats to the great Muta in his new position. They got more sponsors now. Certain freelancers are now working for NOAH. They signed their contracts. It's all great, fine and dandy. But the big takeaway from this press conference or press release or whatever the hell you want to call it was that the new president said that they want to have a strong relationship with the WWE. And of course, the IWC reacted in a calm manner about this situation. No, of course. They freaked out and said, what's going on here? Are they trying to do the Japan? NXT Japan? Is that what they're doing here? Are they trying to buy NOAH? What's happening here? We don't know. What's up, David? We don't know what's happening here, okay? So maybe shut the fuck up for a second and wait and see what's happening for you, bitch. But no, that's not how it works here, okay? Of course. They are freaking out because they think the WWE want to buy NOAH or start NXT Japan. They did the same thing when they started working with Rossi. They did the same thing when they started working with All Japan Pro Wrestling. This talk of NXT Japan. You don't know what the hell is going on. You could just shut the hell up for a second, but no, you must bitch and complain. So the internet had a frenzy with this. Basically, the big thing that changed was the vice president is now the president. And then he said, hey, I want to work with the WWE or want to have a strong relationship. And then it kind of freaked out. That's like the big takeaway from the Western point of view. Maybe there's more things to consider if you're in Japan and you're actually paying attention to what's going on over there. But from the press release, what we're talking about, like the Western fans, is the whole strengthening of a bond between the WWE and NOAH. And some people are wondering, what did that mean for DDT or for like TJPW, Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling? Does that mean they can't work with AEW now because NOAH wants to work with WWE? I don't know. Okay, what I do know is I can't speak to the Japanese scene if there's going to be like a split. We do know that Stardom and Marigold, they're like foils for each other, right? They're not going to be working with each other. They're not going to be working with each other anytime soon, right? Stardom and the founders of Stardom left in a bad way. Well, Rossi at least, and now starting Marigold. So there's not going to be any crossover there. So that's kind of like they're kind of at odds to a certain extent. As much odds you can be when you're a promotion, right? Two promotions, and then you have NOAH versus New Japan and WWE versus AEW. So there's going to be like a split. I tweeted back in April I tweeted this. I said that, especially online, when it comes to online warfare amongst the fandom, amongst the IWC, I said that I already see what's going to happen. Here's the new online war. WWE, NOAH, and Rossi. At the time, I didn't know what his promotion was going to be called. We now know it's Marigold. So WWE, NOAH, and Marigold versus AEW, New Japan, and Stardom. And sure enough, start seeing a little bit of a split now where folks are shitting on, AEW fans are shitting on Marigold, and the WWE fans are like, you know, it's going to happen, folks. Just prepare yourselves. There's going to be a split between these these 6 promotions. Is going to happen. So just prepare yourself. That's don't even like think otherwise. It's going to happen within the IWC. Marigold versus Stardom, Noah versus New Japan. Even though the two don't really compare, but that's just how it's going to happen. There's talk about whether can DDT and TJPW work with AEW going forward. I believe that there's separation. Like the parent company for NOAH DDT is Cyber Fight, right? But Cyber Fight, even though it's the parent company, or at least that's the distributor, NOAH, DDT, and TJPW, they're kind of separate entities. They kind of work separate from each other. So I don't think it's going to stop DDT or whatever. If they want to work with AEW one day or whatever, I think that can happen. There's a lot of people that want to work with AEW. I think that's fine. I do believe NOAH is gunning for WWE, and we know Marigold is going to be working with WWE because Giulia and Rossi went to WrestleMania to have a conversation, and we're going to be talking about that for sure. Because I think part of the stream is just to like try to figure out what the hell's going on. Like, what's the plan for Japan for WWE? I have some thoughts. We'll get to that. But before we talk about that, I want to dive into some of these responses. So here's the great Muta here. You know, he's now going to be a recruiter, I believe that's what it is. Oh, I'm sorry, a scouting advisor. That's why I'm getting it kind of mixed up. Advisor or mentor is scouting advisor, right? So let's look at some of these responses from the rational folks in the IWC as they talk about this, them wanting to strengthen their bonds, right? Let's talk about this reaction. Here we go. So, those who do not learn are doomed to repeat. I guess they're assuming, they're talking about, this person is talking about how the UK scene was hurt by WWE. First of all, I don't know why you're comparing the UK scene to the Japan scene. It's not apples to apples. With this type of dialogue we're getting online with the IWC, Massive W, we may finally get an actual partnership between two companies, not one-sided thing where a company gets poached by all their talent. So this is what they're referring to. They're referring to the AEW New Japan relationship and how there's a partnership, right? But what's happening here is all the top talent, whether it's Okada, whether it's Ospreay, they're all signing to AEW. So you're working with New Japan, you're signing their top talent, and what is New Japan getting out of this? You could argue that they're getting their wrestlers on the AEW platform, and they're growing their Western fan base in that regard. You can argue that. How much is that happening? I don't know. You have to look at their numbers, okay? But that's the kind of talk we're getting from the other side. Rossi, oh look, it's Creature Lives. I know Creature Lives. Rossi always convincing Noah to form a after convincing Noah to form an alliance with WWE. Clowns will celebrate every time AEW steals a top guy. Same thing we talked about before with them taking the talent from New Japan. What is this? How am I doing, boss? You fucking suck. Okay. WWE fans that replies are fantasy booking kin sub matches. Tinta works, New Japan, not Noah. Okay. The most annoying losers on this app just fell into their knees. There's a lot of complaining and bitching about this. They don't know what's happening. None of us know, but they're freaking out about NXT Japan or being bought out. We don't know what's happening, but I'm just giving you guys a sense of like the dialogue here. The reaction to this from Western nerds, wrestling, WWE bootlickers are equally hilarious. Okay. Look at people crying in replies. Yeah. Let's see. The replies. Haha, people crying. WWE is where the best of today are and tomorrow. All over the world wrestle. Yeah, so you can see so I'm looking at the people who are responding to people who are triggered, but I'm not seeing people who are triggered yet. I probably got to scroll down. Same people who are crying about WWE are now working with everyone else. Probably when they work with somebody. Yeah. Yeah, so you can see where this is going. I mean, the meltdowns. Let me just give you a taste of what the conversation is. I'm so glad Vince is gone. So that's the thing. It's a new era, folks. Vince is gone. So we don't know how Triple H and Nick Khan are going to operate when it comes to working with these Joshi companies or these Japanese promotions. We don't know. We can only speculate. Gross, heartbreaking news for the most insufferable person you know. Yeah, exactly. So they're commenting on the negativity around this when they don't know what's happening. You know, has the independent UK scene yet to recover from its relationships with WWE? Has any organization ever been strengthened by a relationship with WWE other than, well, the WWE? So this is the type of stuff we're getting here. We don't know what's going to happen. Okay, we don't know the dynamic of the situation. We don't know what Nick Khan and Triple H want to do. All we know is what we know for a fact. Vince McMahon is gone. So whatever the past was is the past. We have new leadership. That's number one. Two, it's not the UK scene. It's Japan. We don't know how it's going to work out. It's not the same situation. And I can't even speak intelligently about what happened in the UK. Maybe other people can, but I'm not sure what would have happened or whose fault it was that the UK scene deteriorated the way it did. We don't know. We can only speculate about what happened. But so that's kind of the vibe we're getting online. People are angry, upset when they don't know what's happening. All right, all we know is this: Cyber Fight is the parent company of NOAH, and the Cyber Fight president wants to strengthen the relationship between NOAH and the WWE. That's all we really know. Okay, so. That being said, what are the plans here? What are the plans for Japan? Right now, you can watch SmackDown, Raw, and the latest PLEs within like a week of its airing for free. I've done it plenty of times where I've got, all you need is a Japan VPN. You can go on the website, you can watch SmackDown, Raw, and the latest PLEs for free. Why are they doing that? I believe they're doing that because they want to grow the brand in Japan. So they're not going to charge it. They're going to make it available for people to watch because they're trying to grow their brand. So that's one thing, right? It's easy to access the WWE content in Japan for free. For free, literally. Every week when I get bored, I'll turn on my ExpressVPN, select Japan, and I'll watch SmackDown or Raw from that website and look at the comments. I'm curious to see how folks in Japan feel about the WWE. They hate that Io Sky doesn't speak English, and they don't like that Shinsuke is kind of a jobber. But it's also interesting to hear what they have to say about everyone else. Like, it's just interesting to listen to or see and read the comments from the Japanese audience, for me at least. And I'm sure they're very much aware of what's going on over there as they try to grow the brand in Japan. So they're trying to grow their brand by allowing them access to the content for free, up to like a week for free. Natalya said in April, during WrestleMania season, I believe, that they are headed towards Japan. WWE is. Check this out. There's a lot of words here. She says, I know we're going back there sometime this year. So WWE, I don't know if it's a live event or a PLE. Probably not a PLE, probably a live event. I don't know. But the WWE is headed to Japan for a show of some sort or for something, according to Natalya. What could that be? I don't know. But you start seeing what's going on here. You see the easy access to the content in Japan. You've seen they're going into Japan later on this year. You see that they're working with NOAH and Mari Gold. And we're going to talk about Mari Gold here in a second with Giulia and Rossi. Something's brewing here. Something's a cooking. We don't know exactly what it is, but I believe that there's a chance we could get some type of show. So I'm curious to the chat. What do you guys want to see? Do you want to see a worlds collide with WWE versus Japan? Do you want to see them share wrestlers? Do you want to see stuff like that? I don't know exactly what I want, because they could do something like Forbidden Door, like a Worlds Collide match or show where you have folks from NOAH, Mari Gold, and WWE or NXT, probably NXT, face off against each other. You can do that. I kind of criticized AW for always having so much foreign wrestlers on their programming without a story. So I'm all about story. I'm fine with Forbidden Door. So I'll be fine with Worlds Collide as well, if it's a one-off. But if you're going to repeatedly have folks from Mari Gold, folks from NOAH on your TV, on WWE TV, then I want some form of a story for the love of God. But I'm fine with the one-off PLE. I'm fine with that. So my question is, what the hell do you think they're doing with all this news about working with NOAH, a relationship with Mari Gold? You got them heading toward Japan later on. What the hell is going on? Look, let's see. COVID killed UK scene. That's what I heard. Creature lives. That's what I heard. Creature lives. That's what I heard. I don't know. I can't speak to that intelligently, but from what I understand, COVID was a big part of that. But they blame the WWE, so that's, I mean, I don't know. That's, you know how the IWC works. Worlds collide and some talent sharing would be cool. Okay. Yeah, bring people in from NOAH or Mari Gold, but they have to have a purpose. I agree, for sure. But that could be cool. Like a Worlds Collide match or show could be awesome. It could be interesting. I would look forward to that, but I would prefer there being some type of storyline or some type of story to get me invested. But that could be interesting. I don't know what's happening though. Clearly something's happening. Now let's talk about Giulia and Rossi, because like I said before, Giulia and Rossi came from Japan to WrestleMania. They were at WrestleMania to do a deal. We don't know what that deal is. We don't know what's going on there, but there was some type of a deal that was struck. I'm about to speculate the hell out of that. We also know that recently, like, was it last month? Giulia and Rossi invaded NOAH. So we see that there's a connection here between Mari Gold and NOAH. And now we see, here it is. Here's where when Rossi and Giulia was at NOAH. Here's another appearance from Mari Gold talent at NOAH. So what's going on here? We don't know, but this speaks to the relationship between NOAH and the WWE and potentially Mari Gold. So there's clearly a triangle here, I think. Mari Gold, NOAH, WWE. I believe there's announcements that are going to be made soon from the WWE about NOAH and Mari Gold. At least that's what Rossi hinted at. We don't know yet, but there's something a brewing. Now, Giulia and Rossi traveled to the United States, struck a deal. I believe that, I talked about this before, that I believe that Giulia will be headed to NXT in July for Heatwave. That's the rumor. And I believe when she shows up, she will be champion, Mari Gold champion. Now let's talk about these belts. So Mari Gold, at least, where is it? Here it is. Look at these beautiful belts. So we have new belts for Mari Gold. Of course, new belts because it's a new promotion, right? We have a red belt and a white belt. Very, very much following to the tradition of Joshi Wrestling. They have the top belt be the red belt and the white belt be the secondary belt. So you have the World Championship belt is the red one. And the white one is something, I forgot the name of the white one. But these are the two belts. I believe come Heatwave, Giulia will be wearing the red belt. Okay. I believe she'll walk in to NXT as champion for Mari Gold. And we're going to get a champion versus champion match between Giulia and Roxanne Perez. And Giulia will win and walk out 2 belts Giulia. Okay. Giulia 2 belts. That, I believe, is the plan and the agreement. Giulia will have both championships, NXT and the new red belt. She will walk around Mari Gold, walk around Japan as 2 belt champion, and she will promote Mari Gold that way. And the WWE will get some promotion in Japan that way as well. I believe that's the goal. It makes too much sense. Why would you go with Giulia and Rossi over there to strike a deal? It doesn't make any sense to not put the belt on Giulia if you're Rossi. She's your top star. She's the face of the freaking company. Check this out. She's the face of the company. Clearly, she's your face. She's your ace for right now. You put the belt on her. She goes to America with her belt. You want to, that's what all these companies in Japan want. They want exposure, right? That's why they're sending. That's why freaking New Japan or Stardom is sending Azumi, Amina Shiragawa. They're sending these talent to get exposure to the Western audience. I think we could be looking at a Worlds Collide match. I think if they come to Japan and have some type of PLE, whether it be a Worlds Collide or some type of just Survivor Series. Can you imagine Survivor Series in Japan? I couldn't actually. I don't think I could. That'd be kind of weird. Would it be awesome? Sure. But Survivor Series Japan, I'm thinking something more lines of like a Backlash Japan or something like that would make more sense. Yeah, Muda is the advisor for NOAH now. It's crazy that they're gatekeeping when they can't name 5 Joshi NOAH wrestlers. Gatekeeping is a problem. It really is. I don't even know like why they do that per se. Like I don't know why. You would think they would want more people to watch their content, or not their content, but watch things that they're fans of. You like NOAH potentially or whatever. You like Japanese wrestling, like Japanese promotions. Don't you want more people to like it as well? Don't you want more people to fall in love with it? No, apparently you have to gatekeep and you have to gatekeep and be angry and fight against people that want to watch the show or enjoy what you like. I don't understand it. I'll never understand gatekeeping. You should always want more people to get involved, not less people. So I never understood it. I just never did. And I never will probably. But yeah, gatekeeping is a problem, especially in IWC, it really is. Muta's daughter, yeah, she's in NOAH. Muta's daughter is in NOAH, which is why Muta is freaking in NOAH himself. But yeah, that's what I think is going to happen. Well, with Giulia, I think I have her story mapped out in my head, or at least fantasy booking. Get the red belt from Mari Gold, go to NXT with the red belt, showcase the red belt on TV in NXT, beat Roxanne for that NXT title, take the NXT title back to Japan, rock both belts for a while, travel back and forth between Japan and Mari Gold, ultimately lose the red belt to Utami, go back to NXT full time, and be a full-time WWE superstar at that point. That makes total sense. Like total straightforward sense. Like straightforward sense. There's no holes in that. That makes all the sense in the world. Will somebody from WWE travel to Mari Gold? Yes. Io and Kyrie. Will it probably be a one-off? Yes. Because the WWE want their talent in America for Raw and SmackDown, so probably a one-off. Do I think there'll be a match between Io and... There might be a match between Io and... Here's a question. Yeah, she is beating Roxanne at Heatwave. Here's a question. If you want to do... If you want to do... not Roxanne. If you want to do Io versus Giulia. If you're WWE, do you wait to do that on WWE TV? Or do you let them have Io and then run that match in Mari Gold? Because Io versus Giulia can be a big match that you can have on your show, on your programming. Or you can let it happen on Mari Gold TV. I don't know about that one. Who would you have Giulia defend the NXT title against in Mari Gold? That's the thing. I don't think she would defend the NXT title in Mari Gold. That's the thing. Unless you mean someone travels over there. I think every time the NXT title will be defended, it will be defended on WWE TV. That is for sure. When she defends that title, the NXT title, it will be on American soil on WWE TV. Now, she can go over there with the belt and defend the Mari Gold red belt, but she won't be defending it in Mari Gold or in Japan. that's the difference between what AEW is doing. I don't think the WWE is going to allow their belt to be defended off their TV. She can have the belt, she can walk around with it, she can show it off on Mari Gold TV, but she won't be defending it on Mari Gold TV, right? If that makes sense. She'll be defending the title, the NXT title, on American soil, on American TV. So she'll have both belts. She'll just defend the belt in the appropriate location. So when she loses the red belt, I think she'll still be NXT champion. She'll defend that one belt in Mari Gold, lose it, then go back to the United States full time. That's what I think will happen. So I think she defends it against Roxanne again, probably. She'll beat Roxanne again. She'll probably defend it against... She'll probably be a babyface for sure. So she can defend it against maybe Fallon Henley. She can defend it against... who are the heels in NXT right now? Right now, the babyfaces are at a high in NXT. Like your Sol Rukas, your Kalani Jordans. You can do... Actually, let me stop. I'm being silly. She can defend it against babyfaces. She can defend it against Kalani Jordan. She can defend it against a Sol Ruka, depending on if Sol Ruka is already champion. She can defend it against babyfaces for sure. So she can do babyface or heel defenses. That doesn't matter. Roxanne's feud may carry it into Mari Gold. That could be interesting. That could be part of the deal. I just don't think she'll defend it. She could try to win the red belt in Mari Gold. I just don't believe they're going to let them defend the NXT title not on NXT television. If that makes sense. She can try to go for the red belt, Roxanne, in Mari Gold and lose. But I don't think they're going to let her defend the NXT title not on WWE television. Who did she face at Battleground? Probably like a Tegan Nox or like a somebody lower on the card on the main roster, I think. Maybe Fallon Henley. If Fallon Henley doesn't win the no, Fallon Henley's a heel. Take that back. Whoever doesn't win the North American title between Kalani Jordan and Sol Ruka, I could see. No, because Underground is never mind. Underground is where is a ladder match. I don't know. I don't know who defends. I don't know who she defends against. Somebody from the main roster, probably. I don't know. Main roster talent. Main roster talent for sure. Yeah, Japan is interesting. That could be fun. Roxanne versus Naomi. That could be fun. Any of those women that are talented on the main roster can have a good run. Won't be like a big time, like it won't be Bianca or anything like that. It could be like who's a baby face on the main roster who's not being like overly used, who's not a recent call up. I don't know. When did Giulia appear and challenge Roxanne? Heat Wave. When did she show up to challenge? They probably want a longer build. By longer, I mean like a month. Like a month before Heat Wave. Sometime in June. Early June. Because Heat Wave is what, July 13th? I think it's July 13th. Zoe Stark is a heel, but that could work. Wave. NXT. NXT Heat Wave is July 13th, something like that? Oh, July 7th. I'm sorry. July 7th. If that's the case, I would do first week of June. Let's see. June 4th? Like June 4th is how I would set it up. June 4th. What's the other Battleground? Okay. Yeah, there's no other PLE between Battleground and Heatwave. So Battleground is June 9th. Wait. Battleground on June 9th. Battleground on June 9th. Have her show up at Battleground. Giulia shows up at Battleground on June 9th. That's what I would do. Battleground, Las Vegas. Giulia shows up. After Roxanne's match, she challenges Roxanne, and that's the start of the build. June 9th. I did not know. That's not what I wanted to show, but okay. Random Reddit page. Here it is. NXT Battleground 2024, June 9th. So she shows up in Las Vegas after Roxanne's match, challenges Roxanne. You had that big ladder match for the North American Women's Championship. She shows up at Battleground to challenge Roxanne, and that's the start of your build into Heatwave, which is July 7th. That's the move. In Toronto, that's the move. I don't think you have her show up like a week before. That's dumb. Have her show up like a month before at Battleground. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Roxanne versus Kiana, Katana, and Kaden. That'd be a good match. That'd be a good match. Triple threat match. That'll work. What else could be? Who else is on the freaking NXT roster? Like, I can't even think about who's on that roster right now. NXT. Oh, no, well, main roster really. Main roster. I would say Mia Yim, but she's fighting in the ladder match potentially. Maybe a returning Alexa Bliss. That'd be kind of funny. Alexa Bliss versus Roxanne. That'd be a good match. That'd be interesting. How about that? Alexa Bliss versus Roxanne Perez. That could be fun. That could be really fun. Especially since Alexa Bliss shot some shade at Roxanne. That'd be kind of hilarious. Who else? Indy Hartwell? Not really interesting, but they could do that. They could do. Yeah, Indy's a good option. Even though she's a heel. Never mind, she's a heel. Take it back. That won't work. She's a heel. How about? There's not really many baby faces on the main roster, is there? Tegan Nox is a good option. Tegan Nox or Kaden or Katana. Maybe Zelina Vega if she's healthy. Zelina Vega would be a good option if she was healthy. Early good option. She's injured right now, but if she wasn't, that could be good. A good Nikki Cross. Yeah. Nikki Cross, Zelina Vega, Kaden Katana, Naomi, maybe. Those are all great options, I think. But yeah, the Japanese scene is pretty crazy right now. We don't know what's going to happen. All we know is that Triple H is very much invested in the Asian market right now. We'll see how far it goes. But between the relationship with Marigold, between the relationship with Noah now, potentially, it is all, I mean, letting, wasn't it, William Regal's son wrestled at All Japan Pro Wrestling? Very, very interesting what's happening right now. We don't know what the ultimate plan is, but I believe that we are in for a treat later on this year. People can complain and bitch. I'm not worried about it. All right. They can complain and bitch all day. I'm kind of excited to see what they do. It'd be a fun time in the Joshi scene and for just like Japanese wrestling altogether, depending on what they do. You can't convince me that AW is good for Japanese wrestling. You can't convince me that if they're just signing all the top talent, but the WWE wouldn't be. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's either the same thing or not. Okay, can't pick and choose. If WWE is bad for working with Japanese promotions, then AEW is bad as well. That's what I say. That is what I say. But yeah, it would be I think it'll be a live event. I think when they go to Japan, according to Natalia, it'll be a live event. I think, similar to what they did with France. They did a live event in France. It did well, and now that I think, then they went back this year to do Lyon. Same thing what happened in Italy, this past month, or 2 months ago. No, this past month, during the European tour, they went to Italy, and the crowd was great. And went back into Triple H. Hey, Triple H, great crowd reaction in Italy. We have to go there next year, potentially. So Triple H said that he's working on going back to Italy next year for PLE, potentially. I think it'll be the same thing for Japan. I think they'll send their talent for a live event, test the waters, see how well the crowd reacts, see how well the show sells. If it does really well, if the crowd is loud, or if they're into it, then they'll go back later for like an actual PLE. I think that makes too much sense. But yeah, that is all I got for this stream, guys. Fascinating stuff. Fascinating. Between NOAH and Maori Gold and WWE. Folks get mad all they want. I don't care. I'm not bothered by it one bit. Bring on the collaborations. They've been complaining about the WWE not having collaborations with other promotions for years. And then the second they do, they're like, oh no, it's going to be UK all over again. Like I said, like Creature Lives pointed out, the UK scene was shot by other reasons, like COVID. So we don't know how the WWE's involvement in UK hurt those promotions or the indie scene. All we know is that COVID happened and that really took a toll. Because nobody was going to the damn shows, obviously, because COVID. So there's that. I'm excited for WWE's involvement in Japan. Just out of curiosity, just out of pure curiosity, I'm excited. We'll see how it goes. Right. Exactly. All right, folks, that's it for this stream. Shorter stream, because I just want to talk about WWE in Japan. The audio issues, I will see if I can either cut that out or what I can do with that. I might just upload it. I think I have the audio recorded in Audacity, so I can probably upload it a different way. But I'll see if I can remedy that situation. Thanks you guys for joining in. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and yeah, I will talk to you guys on Twitter. Later.